Argo and the Precious Memories. Argo the Golden Dog stretched out on the warm grass, feeling the morning sun tickle his fluffy orange fur. His big bushy tail wagged eagerly as he readied himself for another day of adventure on Farmer Tommy's sunny farm. The air was filled with the delicious smell of something baking, making Argo's purple tongue hang out in anticipation. His nose led him straight to the farmhouse kitchen, where Ellie, Farmer Tommy's wife, was baking a fresh batch of her famous dog biscuits. Argo sat by Ellie's feet, his tail thumping on the floor. He couldn't wait to gobble down the treats, but Ellie chuckled as she noticed his eager eyes. "Be patient, Argo," she said, scratching behind his ears. "They need a little more time in the oven." Just then, Farmer Tommy entered, holding an old, dusty wine jar. It was empty, but it still carried a faint, sweet scent. He raised it to his nose and sighed. "Ah, this jar once held the finest homemade apple cider. Even though it's empty now, I can still almost taste its deliciousness." Argo tilted his head, confused. He didn't quite understand what Farmer Tommy meant. All he knew was that he loved sniffing out delicious smells, especially those that promised tasty treats. He wagged his tail excitedly, barking softly in hopes of getting a taste of the apple cider magic. Ellie laughed and patted Argo's head. "Don't worry, Argo," she said. "We have plenty of yummy dog biscuits coming right up." Happy with that promise, Argo lay down by the kitchen door, his tail gently thumping on the floor. He watched as Farmer Tommy carefully placed the empty wine jar on a shelf, next to other mementos from years past. As the smell of the biscuits filled the air, Argo's eyes began to grow heavy, and he drifted off to sleep. In his dreams, Argo thought about how even though something might be gone, its memory could still bring joy. He imagined the sweet scent of apple cider, filling the air and making everything around him smell wonderful. Even though he couldn't taste the cider, Argo understood that Farmer Tommy enjoyed remembering it. As Argo slept, he realized something important. Memories, even if the things they're tied to are no longer around, still hold a special kind of magic. The jar may have been empty, but it carried the warmth of the past, just like the dog biscuits would carry the warmth of love and care. Argo smiled in his sleep, comforted by the idea that memories can bring happiness all on their own. The kitchen smelled of fresh biscuits, and in his dreams, Argo could almost smell the apple cider, even though it was long gone. When Argo woke up, the biscuits were ready, and Ellie handed him a warm treat with a smile. "Here you go, Argo," she said. "A fresh batch just for you." Argo savored the biscuit, thinking about how some things might fade, but their memory could last forever. He looked over at the cider jar on the shelf, its sweet scent still lingering in the air. Argo knew that memories didn't need to be tangible to bring happiness. He was content, knowing that the things we remember can continue to bring us joy, even after they're gone. From that day forward, Argo carried with him the lesson that the best treasures aren't always the ones you can touch or taste. They're the memories that live in your heart. And just like the apple cider, some of the best things in life are those we hold dear, even if they've passed.
This story was inspired by the real-life Argo. Please like, share with all your friends and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.